The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down right around the 27. Tackle made there by Myles Garrett. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
An entertaining start to this one. More to come. Ready for the second quarter from New Orleans. It's the Saints in possession as they've got it 2nd down and 11. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Eagle pressure. Too much this time. Down he goes. Jermaine Johnson credited with that sack. The Saints on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and a mile. They're going to look to throw. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And that will be incomplete. Now, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Here comes the Saints punter now. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. Hill's hit, and he lost the football.
And that's what friends are for.
As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turn it over there, that's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Well, they had stopped him for a loss on the run anyway, so they'll decline that.
It's almost a good psychological advantage, isn't it? You created a penalty, and you still couldn't gain yards against us. No way we need to take that one.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. He'll look to throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. 2 minutes gone by, second quarter. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. Just their first in this half. We'll step aside and come right back. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. And now this one may draw a penalty. He just blindly threw that one to the sideline. And, yep, indeed, the flag is out. They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. of the gun. They'll look to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, New Orleans.
I'm not sure that they have illusions right now. Okay, we're going to score 8 times in a row. We're going to be terrific. But to get one, that was huge for them. That has to feel much better right now.
And you do have, you're still in the first half. You do have the entire second half. There's something about that goose egg that just looked bad. That board
broken through. Can they maintain the pace? We'll see as we go along.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And you figure this should be a healthy, arrested, a focused unit, and they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top form.
I would agree absolutely with that. What coaches worry about, what organizations worry about, though, is overconfidence. They've been playing so well, and now they've had that extra time off. And we've seen teams come back off the open week and come out flat. So what a lot of good coaches do is they kind of game plan for that with their teams. On defense, they may blitz more in the beginning to get them going. On offense, they may go more up-tempo. Anything to get them out of that lethargy right at the beginning.
And going deep for Hill. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Eagles. Tyreek Hill, 74 yards. And the Eagles are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Butker now to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Saints 7. Harrison Butker is set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
At their own 13-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
They run on first down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Steps away to his left. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
But this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first half scores just like this one.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. They'll look to throw here. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. A nightmare of a first half for him, and that's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go to the locker room at halftime.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Following the penalty, they'll go back to the run game. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40.
Number 28. He's tackled at the 20-yard line.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. He is going to find Hill here. And they will get the first down here as they move into field goal range as well, inside the 25. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. And once more, this play going in the wrong direction. The Saints get to him behind the line again. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action.
Hey, check that, street.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Now a signal and a timeout call, as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there, and that will extend their lead even further. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they've got it up past the 35, so pretty good starting field position.
Their own 36-yard line.
They'll throw now on the final play. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've reached halftime here, and it's our visitors, the Eagles, leading this one. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
Harrison Butker is set to kick
The
off.
Saints going to go on offense first, and they trail here as we begin quarter number 3. We'll see a return here from the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
Hey, partner, you know as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Now a handoff looking right. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12.
Sometimes you get all those big guys down there in one spot, and there's just nowhere to go. And in this case, the defensive tackle used his strength and swallowed him up.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. Here comes the Saints punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. It'll be a 45-yard punt. Couple that with a loss on the return.
And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the 2nd half?
Just continue to play smart football because they got the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
He'll drop to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now they try the right side here. And some room to maneuver. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Well, on the other sideline right now, it's just absolute dejection. But, Charles, let's focus on the positive. With the lead that they built here, they've done pretty much everything to perfection in this ball game.
They certainly have. Makes me think that their week of preparation was excellent. And they flowed into this game, and it carried over. And right now, I don't expect them to back off at all. They're playing so well, they just want to keep it going.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve?
Yeah, that's true, Meek.
Towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
Dancing to his left. Now he'll throw deep left side. And unable to connect. Incomplete.
That's what I'm trying to do, Lowe's.
But it's going to bring up 4th down. Here comes the Saints punter now, as he's on to kick it away. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. A terrific return there. 27 yards all told. And the Eagles will have great starting field position here as they take over. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And they'll send the tight end in motion left. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. So their move is to decline that so they don't get another 2nd down. It'll be 3rd.
So that has to tell us that they're pretty confident in their 3rd down defense, right?
Absolutely.
Whether it's a sub package or nickel package, whatever they want to run out there, they feel like they can defend here on 3rd down.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It's now 4th down.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And this is caught. That's Watkins.
Down inside the 10. And he is going to have an Eagles first down. And that was something else. A big pickup on 4th and long to give him a new set of downs.
Now a handoff looking right. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2nd and 14. Touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year.
And the Eagles are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter.
They'll try and run it here. And he will not make it to the goal line as his try for 2 is going to come up empty. But that's little consolation to this defense as they have been porous all game long.
Harrison Butker is set to kick off.
And they've got it. They recovered it. Wait, hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down.
Yeah, you got to wait until that ball goes 10 yards. They did not. They hit it before, and that draws the flag every time.
And there's no doubt in my mind that converting an onside kick has never been tougher in the NFL with the new rules. So trying to get it to 10 yards, timing up perfectly, that's tough enough to begin with. But when you go ahead and grab it before it goes, you've got no shot then.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. He rifles one that's intercepted.
And the Eagles are going to get the football back as time will run out in this 3rd quarter of play.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night.
Here we go. Cut. Traveler.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. They find some open field here. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24.
Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes in that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
Let's go now.
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. But at this juncture, CD, you normally see teams pack in the passing game. They've got the huge lead. Not them, though. They're still taking their shots.
I remember reading in past history, there was a college football coach in the Hall of Fame whose nickname was Close the Gates of Mercy. He wasn't really big on that. He was big on going ahead and scoring. He's kind of reincarnated right here. We're watching it in front of us.
And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds.
23 yards. First down, Eagles.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And going deep for Hill. And that's caught inside the 35. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete.
And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
To number 28. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
They'll go option on 2nd down, right side. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. Now they'll have it 1st and goal following that gain of 17.
3-yard line.
They'll try to run this one in. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after picking up about 3. 2nd and goal from the 1.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line.
3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Eagles add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Extra point by Butker is on target. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. And they've got it. They recovered it. They hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down.
Yeah, we saw that one up here, CD. Offensive team, they touched that before it went 10 yards.
Obviously such a fine line, letting it go the required 10 yards, but also getting to it before the hands team can. Just didn't time it out right, and that results in a flag.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now a handoff as they run left side. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
They'll set up a throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And the Eagles' defense able to hold. The Eagles' offense set to begin their next drive. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
If you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
Lion, roll, 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 hurt, hurt.
Here they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
The tackle made back at the 44-yard line.
On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Okay, great. Cougar 19. 19 tight, 19 tight.
Back to throw here. Eluding the pressure right. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. Now it looks like he'll throw here. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll bring this one inside the 35. Here comes the seventh play now on this drive as this is 3rd and 10. On third, here's an option play right. Oh, able to avoid it. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this 4th quarter of play. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. They're 2nd and 11. Now they try the right side here. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal. They'll look to throw, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Butker on for the PAT. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
65, Saints 7. Harrison Butker set to kick off.
And the Saints hands team able to rein this one in. The 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Well, this game, it was well in hand early, never really in doubt. Charles, you and I do so many games together. There's so much parity in the NFL, a lot of close battles. This was not one. Tip your cap to them for a really impressive effort.
Yeah, and you know, as the game went on, I think the defense kind of got together and said, you see our guys on offense, they're just putting up point after point. We need to leave our mark somehow, too, and they did it, pitching a second-half shutout.
So for Philadelphia, their winning ways continue as they get it up to 7-0. And they'll return home next week to take on the San Francisco 49ers. Meanwhile, for the Saints, they dropped just their 2nd game so far as they fall to 5-2. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to L.A. to take on the Rams.